feature below, Twitch added some more Peglin action, more spreadsheet maxing. The keeper very kindly has updated the spreadsheet, so I think this is the up-to-date version of the spreadsheet. Excuse me, spreadsheet. Why you... Well, actually, you know what? Not max screen. I kind of, like, fuck with that a little bit as well. But no, why are you not full screen? Excuse me? I don't know what's going on here. I think I'll fix that off camera. But anyway, we're getting to mainly fully green at this point, and I think last time we played as the Spinventer, and we came close to victory. I think we did like almost everything in our power to win, but we just came up a bit short thanks to a few things. Do I want Grabby Hand, the Well Done Steak, or the Ambidictionary? I think Well Done Steak, despite lacking a 20, we have done Well Done Steak. Ambidictionary, I kind of love this relic, but I don't like taking it early. But maybe I need to like soften up on this a little bit. The amount of times where we're like, if only we had Ambidictionary, it's kind of absurd. Especially when we're doing these stupid challenges where it's like, beat the game with this in the sack. It just lets you put this junk in the sack, which we're not using for reasons that they are not good. And it lets me just overcome it by purely discarding Thread, which is not really in keeping with the spirit of the game, but oh well. I'll also remind you, in case you're wondering why I don't like taking Ambidictionary this early, I always think you need to take the most offensive option in the early game, because C20 is hard. This might surprise you. C20 is hard. You also need to use your Pebbles at basically every opportunity right now, because reloading is really bad. So, all in all, it means we're not going to use the Ambidictionary probably for like most of the first floor. If not the entirety of the first floor, I won't use it. So why take a relic that you wouldn't use? Now, that all being said and good, and again, like what we talked about in the introduction, eventually there will become a point where I'm like, I would love an Ambidictionary right now. It would just, like, hit the spot. That's normally somewhere in the end game. So, it's not like I think this is bad. It's just, there's, like, a time and a place for it, and it's not the time or the place for it right now. Anyway, we're going to get smacked around a bit by this tree stump. It was still a reasonable opening, I think. Go for a horrible kill. Sorry, terrible kill. Didn't get it. Now we'll go for a pebble kill. I got most of the gold in this map, so on the flip side to taking quite a lot of damage, we're at least making some bank. I will say this is more damage than I would have liked to have taken, but what can I do? Especially, as I said, as a Spinventer, you just don't want to take damage to this character. They have real issues of healing, which is kind of why I was considering the Well Done Steak. We have now just got one of the best orbs in the game. I love Poltergeist. It's very good versus them all. And that is who we are fighting. I don't mind this reduce, refuse, recycle. I will just like say, I would like at this point something that does some sort of positive effect on my damage. Debatably can wait a little bit for it. We are playing as a character that starts with +1/+2 on many orbs that you get. I guess not the pebbles, but everything else you get it on. So we have a little bit of wiggle room. I was going to try and save that bomb, but activate it, but not set it all the way off. And I'll try and use reduce, refuse, recycle to give me some more money. It may go wrong, but I think it's worth shooting for. If we also don't get it, it's the emergency I want to delete everyone button. And we might actually want to use the emergency delete everyone button. Alright, well, you know, what do you want me to do? I tried. But it didn't even matter. Okay, funnily enough, as a Spinventer, I normally poo-poo the slime effects, but I don't think I'll poo-poo it right now. I'm not sure I want to grab this just yet, Twooze. I feel like you really want to get some sort of scaling, whether that be positive or negative. We have made negative build work as this character once before. I'd probably argue that grabbing the Poltergeist means I'm less likely to go for negative build, but it's not completely crazy. That being said, I do want to just upgrade the Poltergeist right now because it is really good. Like, it's phenomenally good. Alright, that's an unfortunate refresh. I really didn't want that. We're probably going to get smacked a little bit by the bats right now. I was going to set off the bombs on my next turn, but obviously things have happened. All right, now we're gonna get you. Poltergeist into a bomb, into a refresh into the other bomb. This is who do you think you are? I am moment. Everything is dead, including the guy on the back row, I believe. I got to 49 gold, which is kind of a shame. Oh well, pretty good. Necromancer people absolutely love and adore in the comments. Maybe not as hot as something like The Gift That Keeps on Giving, which again everyone loves. But it's a pretty good single target orb. I don't dislike it. I just don't love it versus the mole. And same, best foot forward, I don't mind it, but I don't love it versus the mole. Let me just get Poltergeist fully leveled. Normally I do this, by the way, because the duplication event might arise, and I'd rather duplicate a level 3 orb than a level 1 orb, so I want to go taller rather than wider early. But obviously I'm playing this character, and this character is, like, somewhat unique in the fact that you don't really want to go for duplicates, right? It just turns off your relic. It's actually a crazy shot from me. I got such a good outcome there. It probably didn't super matter. Actually, no, it didn't super matter. I probably would have killed the bat anyway, but I'll still take it. Right, let me just clear this pathway to this bomb. Then we'll hit it. Actually thrilled with that outcome as well. Sets up a nice shot for this, which I will also say right now is not going to particle accelerate properly. The one weakness of this orb is it doesn't power slide while going vertically. It's such a minor weakness, by the way, but it is a weakness. I'd be really upset if this guy hits me. Alright, we have time to farm some money. And that's a pretty good battle. Probably the best I've ever done this battle, in fact. Memo is something on the spreadsheet that I need to actually, you know, unlock. Maybe now's the time for it, but it's really not good on the mole fight again, so I'm kind of like reluctant to grab things that aren't good for the mole fight, because if I don't grab stuff that's bad on the mole fight, I get back around to the things that are good faster. So I'm kind of really incentivized to grab something that is piercing related. So I think I'm going to say no. I think I'm just going to upgrade this and move on with my life. It's really like, if I beat them all, it just comes down to RNG, right? I need some relics that give me piercing, or some orbs that give me piercing. If I don't get those, you just can't beat this character as not the Paladin. The Paladin's got a chance still. Alright, don't mind this battle. Not super good as this character, but equally not terrible as this character. I don't want to say it's not bad as this character, basically because I got more damage than the average character would do at this game because I get +1/+2. And this game is somewhat of a race, right? We just want to kill the green testicle faster than it can spawn really dangerous slimes in the bottom. Good damage. I have slightly screwed up here, I think, because I've like chewed up the central testicle bit a bit too much before this came out. It's still decent damage to all. I would have liked to like sweep the board though. Yeah, we're going at some pace. I think I'm going to try and kill this guy with the Terror Ball. That's fine. And then I'm gonna try and kill the slimes in front of me. I'm sort of hoping that I can pick up the kills with the Poltergeist and the bombs that I've got on the board. That's the theory. That's not a great shot though. The theory may be flawed. Well, it's not terrible just yet. It's pretty bad, though. Okay, the guy in front of me is dead. I really need to, like, sneak one of these bombs. I actually think I'm going to find the Horror Ball to try and get a bomb. Yeah, this is... Actually, maybe I'm dead. Type territory. I'm somewhat blessed that the The poltergeist is near the top. It actually gives me a chance. I just need a good poltergeist shot. That bomb is huge. That crit's also fairly big, to be honest with you. Please get stuck in the mass this time. Nope. Yep. Nope. Oh my god, it's not the end of the world just yet. It's close to it though. I'm getting in the fallout shelter. Okay, that's fine. It bounced back in. We're saved. Not a great battle, but could have been worse. Chemical has an interesting idea. It's not great versus the mole, so is Believiation for that matter. Actually, let's try Believiation. Maybe I'll try both, actually. No, I need to heal. Yeah, I need to heal. We'll do a heal, and I'll see what the slime can do for me. Whenever enemies defeated refresh the board, it gives me more refresh strategy, so let's go for it. And I'm definitely going to chase this elite. Which one? I've not decided yet, which is why I'm going to try and go to the left. The later elite is probably better, considering my health situation right now. Dude, the relics, nothing just says does damage. Actually, I should have tried to open that then, for reduce, refuse, recycle reasons. I'll do it. It's a fight. Okay, normally I'm fine with this, but health-wise, I'm feeling pretty not good about it. And this is probably the hardest elite, so... To be fair, I think the plant would have been a worse battle since I've not got the health to leverage. But it's like, it's down there. I need an insane shot with the Poltup, guys. Show me a great crit position. Let me power slide, although it's not going to power slide properly, as I've already said. Doesn't power slide vertically well. We might get that crit, you never know. I did get the crit, that's huge. Actually gives me a chance. Bombs away. I got one Believiation slime, not nothing. It's fine. Bit of an owie though. It's also not fine. I'm gonna have to reload it in a second, and that's gonna be the end of my days. To be honest with you, I need the horror ball to kill. It got stuck in the loop. I think we're dead. Not quite dead, but effectively dead. Unless this does 139 damage, which I don't think it will do. Okay, not quite dead, but we're dead adjacent, right? It's going to be real hard to come out of this situation, considering I'm fighting in the elite again now. Do I want to take the slime sector? Not really, but... I'm desperate. I really need healing, Gabe. The puppet is good if the next fight is the Minotaur. Otherwise, it's not that good. It's actually not bad on the mole fight either. As sad as this is, if I want to win this run or like have a chance of recovering, I think I need to take the puppet. I don't think it's the best item here, but it will let me survive through one mole hit as well. We're praying for Minotaur. If it's not Minotaur, we're in trouble. If it's the triple plant fight, we're dead. This is okay. Theoretically okay. I just need to play well. Immediately I've played poorly. You chose poorly. I do kill a guy, so it's not the end of the world, and it was always going to refresh the board if that happened, so that kind of saved me a little bit. Save being a pretty strong word. Also, I need to remember I've got ambidextrity. I want to use it sometimes. I'm actually going to use it immediately. I need to get down... Well, I didn't need to. I'd like to get down to Poltup guys sooner rather than later. But I think I've already kind of fucked up. I really needed to get down to my bombs faster. And I could have done with the Poltup guys earlier. Yeah, that's bad. I forgot again on the reload that that's going to happen. Come on, Poltup guys. Show me why I think you're the best orb in the game. Or at least one of them. Probably not quite the best, but it's up there. It's a really good turn. I can't be that upset by this. You know what? We've given ourselves, like, a small chance here. That's not an insignificant first turn. Alright, we actually do it. That's a pretty good outcome. I think... It's fine. It's the slimy one now, right? It's the slimy one. I would have taken collectible damage normally, but I can't take it right now because of the health situation. So I'll heal. And I think we're going to take Lucky Penny. Theoretically, this could be fine. And actually, I don't dislike it on the mole fight, but I've just not got the health to leverage with it. Then again, what's the point otherwise? Like, what am I doing? But what am I critting? Like, I've only got one piercing orb. I've only got one way to damage this mole. Fuck it. We'll take this. I think we're doomed. And honestly, I think we've played well. It just sometimes happens. The Mimic. Could have honestly done without fighting you as well right now, Mimic. Because you're also going to take some of my precious, precious health. There goes the puppet. What a crit, but... I don't know. It's one of those situations where, again, I think I could live through this right now, but it's going to be basically the end of days because I've lived through this. I'm just, like, spiraling a drain. So yeah, I live, but sometimes dead is better. I'll heal back to where I was before. Recombobulator is probably the correct choice there because it gives me a win condition, which is bomb build. But again, it's so unbelievably late. And then for, you know, good luck, I'll take 4 more damage if you don't mind. Well, that's not good, is what we call this. I got some Believiation on the board. I actually got 2. I got 1 because I stripped it back off again. I looked at the timing and I was like, oh, this is really bad. Pebble, go get him. So I don't take damage on this hit anyway, so that's my freebie. Thank you. Now I really need to, like, clean house. How did you miss the refresh? Get Hawkeye on this thing. That only did 92. At least we killed someone, so... That works out. Mole, can you fuck off, kindly? Well, the plant is dead. The buffs to the mole now just don't matter because he's going to kill me. Regardless of what happens here. Alright, it's down to Splat Up. I at least got a crit on top of it. 359, not crazy, right? Not crazy. Actually, you know what? Considering everything that happened there, that's not that bad. I died, but I got him down to 135 health. I think we actually played that as well as you could expect. Maybe minus taking ambidextrous to start with, which I don't think was the optimal play, but even then, it was like... You think 6 health would have helped me in that last battle? It just wouldn't have changed anything. I think I want to grab a fresh bandana. It's actually quite difficult here. I don't really treat this as like a damage relic. It's so minute. The refresh gets me out of some trouble. We're fighting the slime, which is really unfortunate because I think it's one of the worst bosses to fight as this character. I'm actually not sure I'd rather fight the mole than it, but it makes slime build really, really shit. And this character is clearly incentivized to be slime build. Like, half the orbs they can get are slime related. But it's not the end of the world. Equally, on the flip side, my starting relic probably is the best thing into that slime compared to the other characters. Possibly with the exception of Round Your Eloquence, which is also pretty good into him. Might get the bomb here. Rare occurrence. Using the bomb in this fight. Oh, and I've got 2 refreshes and they both ended up in Narnia in this fight. Just to make me happy. I don't think we're getting 60 here. Yeah, we're not getting 60. Can I snipe the refresh? I can snipe it. Perfect. Terrible shot afterwards, but what can you do? That refresh is not great. I'll go for it, though. Shoot for the moon. Sometimes you'll fall amongst the stars. Show me the money. All right, cool. The slime has hard countered me here, which again is why I don't like slime on this fight. It's really bad. Honestly, it's about average though for this fight. As a character that's not the... It's not the, what's his name, the Paladin. I'm going to take Crit Sector, not because I think it's the right choice, because it's not, but because it's probably the most painful thing I've got left to do on the spreadsheet. Well, that's not true. Cake Quest is, or Egg Quest is going to be the most painful, but it's up there. I'm going to have to beat C20 with the full assemble because the keeper won't accept it as not the full piece. He doesn't accept the 1 piece, apparently. He doesn't believe it's real. I have to do the 5 piece, or whatever it's called. So, I'll try and put that together at some point. To be fair, it's easier now than when we started this challenge because it was... Well, that was buffed, that aspect of getting the assemble. It's also, to be fair, of the bits of the assemble, it's probably the one you want on the slime fight. You want the one that does high damage. Also incentivizes now going forward, we should take crit relics. Because we have the crit piece. And I think that is one of the better builds versus the slime anyway. Just go for crit builds. And get a big crit and then just do like 100 damage per turn. Or 200 damage if you're lucky. Alright, huge damage. It's all I needed to do, to be fair, but still. Again, I do want to throw it out there. 2 refreshes on the board that are continuously in Narnia. Alright, we're fine. I shit talk it, it does great work. Cobonob, we've done 20 with. Generatob, I think I have to do that as well. I do have to do it, but I really don't want to grab it versus the slime. It's like just not that good. So I think I'm just going to carry on. I probably should have also upgraded the Splat Up, to be brutally honest with you. I don't love the Splat Up versus the slime either, but it's still reasonably big single target damage. Horrible, terrible again. I need to keep a counter of this. If I was like good at streaming, I would. Just push a button and put a counter. Because I swear it's beyond what the norm should be. How have you just bypassed all the bombs? Where am I going, by the way? I'm going right. That's fine. I've been clearing that path to the right for the entire game. A bomb. I beg of you. 1 single solitary bomb. Ideally 2, though. There we go. And the Lerno angles McGee at it again. And I even killed that spider. Alright, this is not going to be a good shot, though, because I need a clear path to the right to get to the refreshes now. I do kill the slime, though. Show me a decent crit. Just give me the refresh. It's fine. I'll just take 2 damage every single turn for 3 turns. Don't mind me. 6 damage seems reasonable. Still alive. Okay, we get a bomb. Show me 45. Nice. Okay, the battle's over. It's not a great outcome for me. I took like half my damage. Opposite reaction is very fun. That's what I'll say about this orb. I think I'm willing to take it. I think I'm willing to upgrade it immediately. And I'm going to risk the elite. It's actually a pretty big risk right now. I've not really strengthened. Oh no. You know what? Opposite reaction's not a bad opening though. And on this fight, sometimes you do get screwed by the refresh, which is less likely to happen when I have one additional refresh. Show me a good crit. That's fine. We can work with this, I think. Surely one of these finds this crit. Huge. The front guy is just instantly dead. Don't know how you missed the refresh, but I'll still take the outcome. It's still not perfect, though, because the other guy is now going to start shooting me. But I can't really mitigate that right now, so... just take the 9 hits. Some might regard this as not optimal, by the way, because if I let him die... sorry, if I let him get killed closer to me, then I basically waste more turns of him not doing damage to me, and you're kind of, like, right with that assumption, by the way. Terrible, horrible again. Unfortunately, I didn't have a choice with my ordering. I had to take what I could get, and that's like my big damage turn, so I had to take it. Come on, big crit. Are you dead? Did you live? I lived on 7! It caused me to take 14 damage. That's so brutal. That happens so often in this battle as well, where I leave them on like 40 health. I swear if you strip 20 health off these guys, it would just, like, make all the world of difference. I need to heal. I really want to upgrade and all, but I'm actually considering taking Concentration as well. I do have some, like, refresh, you know, stuff. But it does do some pretty good work. It's a targeted orb as well, which is not terrible when you're not fighting them all. Chokemon, have I beat the game with you? I have. That leads to some other interesting strategies. I quite like the duplication potion. It can sometimes break the game. It can also break the game in a way that means it's not winnable anymore. And I kind of respect it for that. You have to be very, very careful with it. Bit like me, handle with care. That's what they always say about Andelono. Handle him with care. Ooh, you never know, he's a bit feisty. Also, I just realised... I'll have to waste a tile if I want this elite. I'm not sure I want to make that commitment. You know what? I'll let Jesus take the wheel. Jesus says consider it. Okay. Don't want him. Alright, Jesus, I've decided that you're wrong. I mean, shock horror. Call the Vatican. Okay, that's actually very interesting. This is going to trigger the duplication potion off this, so I'm going to have many refreshes. I've got like an insane refresh build right now. I just have nothing that triggers with it. It's fine. Oh my god, one bomb going off would actually make my morale rise right now. Again, I'm not fucking around with this battle. I hate this battle. Hopefully, through sheer number of orbs right now, I'm going to set off all the bombs. You found all of them down? You are. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? It's fine. I'm actually kind of okay about this lifestyle. The board is slowly turning green. It's hulking out. Is that the battle over? I didn't even see how many bombs I've set off. Show me a cookie. Never before has a run desired a cookie more than this. It would go so crazy. Strange Brew would also be pretty good, but the cookie... what I could do with a cookie right now. Let me take this up to max level so it's give me insane multi-ball. I guess we should go right. Nice opening again. I keep getting opposite reaction, which I guess is reaction. Reaction. It's reaction. I'm so stupid. I figured out the text. But yeah, I should be healing here because I'm going to die to them all otherwise. How's the Pokemon Challenge progressing? Not too bad. I keep getting stuck in like horrible battles. Again, just to date the video where I am right now. I had to fight the 3 legendary dogs with a bunch of bugs, and they all had Omni Boost. That was pretty hard. Then I had to fight 2 of the legendary birds, which had Raid Armor, and not quite an Omni Boost, but the same amount of stats as Omni Boost, just put in the areas where they wanted it to. And now I need to fight Primal Groudon, but I don't get to choose the moves I use, and AI does it for me. So it's slowly getting more and more absurd, but I think we're making progress. I caught a Shuckle. Very rare drop. Don't fuck with the Shuckle. I'm going to build a beast out of him. Okay, I said I need to heal. Give me... Let's go left. I don't want to fuck around here. My health is like really tight right now. Terrible start. Not gonna lie then, I actually forgot that it hits refreshes. It's literally all I ever use it for, but I just like blanked out what it does. It's fine. I was like, oh, it hits bombs. Yeah, it does hit bombs. It also hits the refresh peg. That was completely covered in refresh pegs. By the way, this is one of the battles where you don't want the refresh, like, strategy on, so... Yeah, it's kind of weird what's going on right now. On the flip side, though, we are going to get consistent damage via, like, peg damage. I know, Kel Surprise playing Peglin with pegs. What is this madness? I thought it's called Bombling, by the amount of times I've used Bomb Build. Is this not Bomberman, like, 2025? No? Could have fooled me. Anyway, the slime's going to hit me. You know what? Screw you, I'm going to kill you with a Horror Ball. Partially because I want the money. Need to heal. Let's upgrade Concentration. Healing event would be nice. Something that gives me the cookie would be nice. You know what? I actually don't think this is a bad roll. It's actually beyond... It's a good roll. Let's put it that way. It's a good roll. I wanted crits. It works with the duplication potion. Everything I've got right now wants crit build. I just need it to go in a good place. One of the duplications. So I'm going to pray for a good crit roll. This is going to be a really weird battle. Like, I think the bombs are actually bait right now, because they're going to refresh the board too often. How are none of the crits hittable right now? That's actually ridiculous. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I'm going to miss it. It's close to being a cookie, a button. I think that's how infinites feel like. This round thing, oh, it looks like, you know, it looks like a cookie. Oh no, it's a watch battery. Oops. Alright. Show me a refresh and show me 1000 damage, please. It's like 600 damage. It's actually pretty good. I won't complain. It's what I've been setting up for, to be fair, though. Alright, never in doubt. I knew that big crit build would get me there. We don't need any crit stuff. You know what? I could take Jack-O-Lantern on this build. And it's something I do need to put on the spreadsheet. Skulltimate Wrath, Electropegnet, or Spheriday's Fate. Everything I've done on the spreadsheet. Skulltimate Wrath I've also done. Even though it doesn't have a 20 on it, I've done it. The only thing actually in boss routes that I've not done is Glorious Suffering, which I feel like is really rare. Maybe it's actually in a pool or something, because I've not seen it for quite some time. Anyway, I think if we're going to make Jack-O-Lantern work, this actually has some synergy, because currently the Jack-O-Lantern is not very good, because it just goes through the top, through the bottom, you know, back to the top again, through the same hole again, and doesn't hit any pegs on the way down. However, if the power of magnets and how do they work sucks it away from the gap that it creates, maybe I'll get some more bang for my buck. Spirity's Fate's probably better than Electropegnet now. I wish for the old days of Electropegnet where it was like, you take Electropegnet, you win the run. But it's not quite that level of power. I still think it's good, though. But Squirrels is so, like, it's so good. But I'm going to try and make Jack-O-Lantern actually do something. Because currently it's in the sack now, but it's really here as a passenger. It's basically a glorified Horrible. I really didn't want to see that boss as well. It's fine though, we'll just get the cookie and then get some insane healing. And then win. Also, crit synergy would be quite nice right now. Refresh or crit synergy, both are good. Concentration, let's see what you do here. Very bendy and twisty. Oh yeah, that would also be pretty good. Refreshing the board upgrades pegs. Piercing would also be good. I have no piercing right now, I just realized. But we'll find that later. By the way, Jack-O-Lantern Multi-Ball I've never even considered once as a synergy, and it is. This is going to be entertaining. I've never ever once thought about this, but it works surely, right? Oh yeah, it does work. Okay. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. New build just dropped. Pumpkin Patch. Sadly, this is going into a guy with, 160 health, but still. 40 health even. And just like that, I've lost more than half my health. But it's okay. We've seen something entertaining at the very least. Well, that is piercing, but it's not really how I wanted it. I think that'll require too much setup with what I'm doing right now. Let me heal, because I'm going to need to. Where is the nearest shop? Am I going to it? No, I'm going to go... No, I'm going to go right. Swirl Top could be good, but... I mean, the Jack-O-Lantern is targeted anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. In fact, 2 of my orbs are targeted, so I'm not super hot on, like... I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I'm not super hot on it just yet. There's other things I need, basically. Ow, by the way. I'm going to assume you're going to die to this. So I can save my concentration for someone that has more health. I'm really, like, just lacking piercing. Piercing is, like, the big issue right now. And it's considerably the big issue. Refilibuster would go crazy on this run. Alright, front guy's dead. Alien's Rock would also be pretty good right now. Not in this situation, I'll admit, but in, like, theory, it'd be fine. Okay, I was going to say, how have I not hit a refresh here? Okay, that's not bad. That was a good battle. Rubberize Up is something, again, I wanted in the sack because I've not done it on the spreadsheet, but I think it's another situation of like, whoa, calm down. If we can get Jack-O-Lantern to the spreadsheet, I think that would actually not be a bad outcome. I'm going to hold my money, because if I can get piercing and upgrade it immediately, then I think we're talking. Okay, I'll take it. There's almost certainly going to be stuff I add to the sack right now. Would love to go right, Gabe. Thank you. The pebbles have no future. I'm going to remove them. The pebbles definitely have no future. By the way, I kept the Terror Ball because it's a unique orb, so it's actually better than the Pebble, but I still debate that's not actually true. I was going to say, theoretically, Mirror Knight I should be pretty good against because I've got a lot of targeted orbs, and that's his counter. I've not drawn them, but I've got them. I'll fire a Pebble at you. The reflect damage is not that bad right now. Flips mode. Show me a good crit. Couldn't be worse. Thanks. Thanks, game. I'll try and snipe one, but... yeah, we don't get it. Alright. Assemble, so far, flatter to deceive. But here comes the showstopper. The pumpkin pie. Doing what it always does and getting stuck down, like, the left side and doing nothing. Even with the power of magnets on its side, it still couldn't overcome being slightly shit there. Oh well, it's not too bad. It's going to be in mirror mode when it gets to me, which means he can't attack me. We just need to use a targeted orb. I will use a targeted orb. And this should, like, Giga Roll you. Good. Heal me. Reorganizer is something I should also consider right now because I would get a shit ton of crits and all that jazz everywhere. But currently I have no benefit of doing this, so I'm actually not going to take it. I almost always grab this with Duplication Potion because it's so broken. But I have legitimately no synergy right now with it. Like, nothing triggers on refresh. I've got a small crit synergy, but again, if you turn every peg into crits, it's actually bad. Okay, I guess we're taking Overwhammer. Because I'm so desperate for cleaving. It's not great cleaving because it doesn't work with my two best orbs. But I'm stuck, right? I have to take it. Hard decision here as well. Like, do I forgo a elite for a shop? I think the answer to that is yes. Because I get to pick the relic I get then. I'll risk it. I'll go to the shop. This build is so close to being actually disgustingly broken. I just can't get over the line of it. I've got so many supporting things. I just need something to, like, take advantage of it. Goodbye, Pebble. I need to make sure I've got 50 gold after this. I really want to kill that slime. Okay, I get all these money. Which is shopping money. I have to opposite reaction a horrible or a terrible. You hate to see it, but... I'm going to try and... Alright, he won't kill him, will it? Because it doesn't do enough damage. Oh well, the Chandelier dies. It removes some damage off the board. I probably should have killed the crossbow guy. Yeah. The next shot is interesting. I think we send down Horrible and not Terrible. A refresh, please? Thank you. Remember, we have the damage goes over here. So we're killing the front two guys at the very least. I think it's gonna only be the front two guys, though. Still not a bad shot. The health situation is scary as well, but you love this map. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. You're so late. You're so late. I think I have to scrap damage checked up. I won't be able to do the assemble thing in time. If I heal, I only get back to 52 health, which actually doesn't help me at all. So I think the correct play is to not heal. We know the next tile won't let me heal anyway, so I think we just save it all for the shop, which actually is still slightly scary now that I think about it, because I just remembered I've got the hammer and anvil. Or the anvil, even. So I can't put 2 orbs in my sack, otherwise I just instantly die. I have to take this, because it could theoretically block a turn's worth of damage. It's not what I was looking for. I think we take that and that, but it's, like, not good. We're doomed. I really need the cookie to stand any chance, because I think the cookie potentially would have allowed me to heal more than 30 every other turn. Come on, Pumpkin Pie, do 3,000 damage. That's the other out here. Again, I've got opposite reaction as the bottom thing in my sack, which is real bad news. Yep, that's Pumpkin Pie for you. I say Pumpkin Pie. It's the Jack-o'-lantern, aka Orb Pumpkin Pie. How did you miss the refresh there? Riddle me that. I need to time now him shooting with whatchamacallit. We'll take this shot, and I'm gonna kill you, by the way. Huge. It's going into the boss now. Wait. We might be able to do it. I can't do it. I mistimed it. I had to discard the previous shot. It's not completely out of the question that we get this now, but it's probably out of the question. I need to do 1,700 damage on this shot, which we're not doing. Ah! Send it back. Again, I think we played that as well as you could possibly play. I just didn't get given the tools to succeed. Fuck you, game. You give me refresh perspective now, and you give me strange bro. Who the fuck are you messing with, Peglin? Who are you messing with? I'll take refresh perspective, I think. I think refresh perspective is one of the best starters. I don't think it's bad, so I don't think it's like a hot take. Like, it's reasonable. Anything that gives you damage, generally speaking, is not a bad starting thing. There are some that are really minor, like it's called the pretentious pendant, or the ambidextrous pendant, or whatever it's called, the one that does wall bounce damage, which is really minor. But even stuff like the stopwatch is like pretty good at the early game. This can lead to some fun situations, though. Money-wise, I need some. Okay, 25. I'll send a horror ball. I'll take some more damage here, potentially. Okay, we will take some more damage. Okay, I only got 2 gold for it. Wait, hang on a minute. Another shot. Okay, probably wasn't worth it in the end. Hey-ho. I am fighting the Slime Lord, correct? I am fighting the Slime Lord. I don't mind the idea of tag dubs. Actually, True's company becomes considerably better now, although it's really not good against the slime, as I've said many times. I'm actually not going to take it because of the slime. If I were fighting Leshy, I would definitely have taken it. I think if I was fighting the mole, I may have considered it as well. Even though it's not that good versus the mole either. But I definitely wouldn't have taken the foot, which is kind of why I was saying, you know, I would possibly have considered it. Okay, I would like a bit more gold before I set off every bomb here. Sure. You know what? That's actually completely fine. We could get some more money. Also fine. I kind of left some on the table, but... I think we can also justify Swaltop if we're fighting the Slime Lord. It's pretty good versus him. Fine. I can't be upset by it. Huh. This is a bit interesting. I think I need to be a bit careful here. Because I have no piercing right now, so I kind of want to have access to the bombs. Okay, we're gonna get, like, beat up a little bit here, but it was a bit unfortunate where the blue slime was, so it kind of protected one of the plants. And I really need to, as I said, hit 2 bombs just to kill them all, because I have no piercing still. Now, though, we can just refresh and Giga destroy this guy. In fact, that might be the not optimal play, because I've left a bit of gold on the board. I like Balm. Again, I don't love it versus the Slime Lord, though, is the thing. It's kind of rare. I'm not going to take it, but it's like... I can see why. I could also see me taking it in a situation just on a day-by-day basis. Like, I'm not taking it right now, but I could see me doing the same run on the same seed and taking it. But yeah, I just think versus the Slime Lord, it just doesn't matter right now. Like, the slime stuff is so weak that I would discard through it. I'm also going quite wide right now. Especially considering if I see a piercing orb, I'm going to take it. Right, nice double hit on the bombs. Where are we going? Right. Perfect, that's where the gold is. Okay, we didn't quite get enough for an upgrade. It's actually not the end of the world. That might not look it, but that's actually not a bad play for me, although I say this. Okay, it's fine. As long as I went the right way, I wasn't that upset by taking the navigation damage. Who are we fighting? The worst fight. Okay, we are in a lot of trouble now. I don't have any piercing. My Swaltop is at the bottom of the stack as well, which would be like the other way around this. So, misery awaits. On the flip side, though, refreshing the board is very powerful for me right now. Counter flip, I don't like where the refresh is right now. We've killed one of them. Huge. Huge refresh. It gives me a bit of hope. I really need to pick up another kill right now. Ah, it wasn't quite enough. Alright, we took a lot of damage here, but I think there was a real world here where I just died. So, I guess... I guess it could be worse. I need this upgraded. Crits refresh the body's probably a very solid shout, considering I've got that in that. That's a synergy. All three of these things synergize together now. I just need to heal. Balm would be lovely right now. If only I was offered Balm. Oh, fuck this fight. Show me that bomb. Stop caging, this is not Blood Bowl. I missed it. I did kick the bat, though. Oh, this fight. Like, the optimal play is I wait for this bomb to come from the very bottom left corner to the top and hit it. Everything else is suboptimal. Thank you. And I really need to hit another bomb in the process. Okay. It's still not great. Alright, we're in Doom territory. I sort of assumed I would just get the damage there. Take this map out of the game. It's funny, haha, very funny, but it's actually just misery. Like, it's so shit. We get a super cool build, and then I just can't use it. Because the optimal place for me to wait there for like 5 minutes for a bomb to come to the top. It's so stupid. We're going to take the Suffer the Sling here because it's actually good. The other two things are like situationally okay, but it's damage. I'm like trying to toy with the idea of hitting bombs here to do more damage to get more gold from this guy, but if I hit too many bombs too quickly, the battle just ends. Like, no, the battle's still going. Cute. Ah! Why do you want to hit the other one? Okay, whatever. I still got a decent chunk of gold. Do I want Omega Orb? Who am I fighting, by the way? The mole. Cool. Not going to fight Leshy, I guess, the one character this character has, like, a positive relationship with. Omega Orb I've done. I did it on negative build. We could go for negative build again. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go negative. Although I say let's go negative, it's so stupid to do so because I'm just going to take the same things I did before. I'm going to unlock nothing on the spreadsheet. It's literally worthless for me to do this right now. Unless I find some other way to make negative build a bit more interesting. But it's literally... I can't think of anything else I would put into that build that I didn't do before and have unlocked. And what's worse is it kind of neutralizes half the things in the game. I'll humor it right now, but I think I've kind of like Giga thrown from the get-go. The first fight I've thrown. Effectively, just because of what I'm doing. It's all bad. Show me a item that brings me back into reality. Cool. Open the chest. Deja vu, by the way. The same fight, effectively. Just slightly different enemies and slightly different spacing on it. Alright, let's get the board real negative. Cool. Slightly negative. I guess if we can get negative build with bomb build or something, there's like some degree of value there. But again, I don't really need the bomb build either for spreadsheet maxing reasons. The other way of doing it, and it's kind of like what I always assumed negative build truly was, we could try and out-buff the negatives with the assemble, but I think that it's like the fool's way of playing this. You do just fully embrace the slime build with it, right? Because you'll never truly, like... You can never, like, out-buff the negatives, really. Well, like, you can, but you're just making your positive build worse. You might as well embrace the negative. We definitely take this now. And I'm going to upgrade you first to get you to max level, because I might want to duplicate you at some point. Excuse me, you have a spider on top of another spider. I don't think that is safe for work right now. Let's say NSFW, if I ever saw one. I was about to say I don't like where the refresh is, but we've sniped it. Might as well just go for the green guy, because this is... Sorry, this has got overflow on it, which is just the worst version of piercing. It's going to clear the bottom row out, though. Never mind, it's going to clear the top row out because of grabby hands. Actually, that was an optimal play now that I think about it. I'm glad the game saw that where I didn't see it. Okay, I've been saved. I fucked up there. I should have just killed the blue slime. There was a decent chance there that it could have gone horribly, horribly wrong and I got hit by the blue slime, but saved. Let me upgrade this now. And we've got a good build going. Don't, like, get it twisted. But it's not good for the spreadsheet. Unless I just take something to the finish line. Right, nice opening. The bosom is full. And I have the Omega Orb. That's just casual 450 damage from the get-go. Then, slime it. Then, refresh it. And then you're dead. If I take another Twos, it turns off Spin's Vintage Originality, so I don't think it's worth doing. But I did, like, consider it for a second, because I do really want it to be embracing the negative. Electorb Magnet, I've not beat the game with. Welcome aboard, Electorb. Actually, hang on a minute. I'm fighting the fucking mole, aren't I? Yeah, I can't take this. I need to take something that's not single target damage, otherwise I'm going to lose. What am I looking at here? I actually think we should save money for the shop, potentially. Alright, that makes my life considerably easier. We'll take Prime Rod of Frost. I don't need piercing anymore. I have piercing on every single prime number turn, aka 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 23 is it? Oh, 19! I forgot about 19. Sorry, 19. How could I forgot about you? Remove, upgrade, or no thanks. I tell you what, it's quite early in the day for this, but I'll remove an orb. I'm not afraid to remove an orb every now and again. Okay. There's the healing. I think now I avoid the shop and maybe go to the other shop instead. We'll see where I am after this elite. I've created a scenario with this relic that I just can't get around anymore. I sort of am, like, obliged to take it whenever it shows up, because it is the best relic in the game, right? Whether for better or for worse, that is the narrative now. I don't think it's actually particularly good as this character because they have access to multi-ball more so than I think a lot of the other characters do. So multi-ball with that is actually quite scary. Insane outcome. Okay, we're off prime turns. I'm actually toying at this moment in time whether or not to... Man, the best relic of the game has been crazy so far. I'm toying with the idea of hitting just healing slimes for the sake of getting a bit of healing here. I do need to be a little bit careful though, because this boss is still on the board. Alright, it's starting to do me dirty now at the worst moment. I need to get to this refresh, but I really can't. Help me. I've slimed the pegs in front of it as well to make my life even harder. Please stop sliming the pegs in front of it. I can't get to it. Can I even get to it if I remove this? I thought I could, but... Oh my god. Thank the Lord. I'll take it. Does the multipliers affect the bomb damage? No. Alright, all is forgiven. Even in the hell pit, I'm fine. We'll take concentration as well, I think, even though it's not good versus the mole. I just need a way to hit the refresh right now. Have I beat the game with Criticris? I've not. I'm actually going to take Criticris. It's the wrong play again. By far and away the better place to take the sash right now and break it on the boss fight, but I'm going to do what you shouldn't do. For content reasons, I'm being like full YouTube right now, or full Twitch. You can fuck off right now, Slime Sectorb. Somewhat tempted for Potion Bolt. There is some merit to that. Where were you, by the way, like earlier on today? You'd have gone crazy. I think we'll take Round Guard for defensive reasons. I might be able to mitigate a hit with it. Can I have my audio back, please? Thank you. Right, screw that bat. I'd rather not get hit by the old plant friend, but... I doubt I'm doing 80 damage on this turn. Yeah, I sort of thought that was going to be the result there. Probably not my best idea. Alright, that I didn't expect, though. I demand to be forgiven for that one. Alright, what is happening? What is happening? I'm hitting the pit every single time. Oh my god. I really need to get a bomb here, but I can't. I think we're going to do a die. Oh my god, the round guard is huge here. I didn't even consider it. Game, I don't know why you've decided to, like, hurt me right now, but it's hurting. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. That is crazy. I went in the negative pit, like negative by fire, or the half pit every single shot, without fail. Well, the best relic in the game giveth, sometimes it taketh away. But honestly, it probably saved me in the long run, because we were actually doing nothing. Criticris was about the only thing we possibly could have unlocked there. Oh well, that'll do it for this episode. It's cursed. I feel like we had some, like, good runs, and then just died to, like, stupid reasons. Or we just weren't given the tools to potentially ever get through a boss. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.